Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Good for a Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Gordon's the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down and 5. Now to the air. Lock. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
On the carry.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Denver Broncos.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Jonathan Joseph. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and 14. To throw it is Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Into the first quarter.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Second and 11 now. Now it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase them.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, Locke. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke on the give, it's Lindsey. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jack Crawford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jack Crawford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. Gets it to Gordon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Titans, nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. It's caught, Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 35-17 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North, Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second down at 4. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on third down, Tannehill.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Uses the stiff arm. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down carry for Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A 3-yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On 2nd and 9, Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
For a Denver Broncos.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. Want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Hireman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They're going with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Locke. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
To the air again, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tannehill throwing again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Yet again, it's Humphreys. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, then that'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
To A.J. Brown.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Lindsey. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 10. A little over a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Tannehill now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling and down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.